Beautiful people, beautiful people. Hello, hello, hello. Now, I hope my mic is working. Welcome, guys. This is your mid-monthly for Virgo. If you guys can hear me, let me just make sure, because I'm using a new mic that I ordered, a little bit better quality, and I just want to make sure people can hear me. So, Virgo, I was meditating on your energy for mid-September, and we're still in Virgo season. Okay, we're about to head into Libra season, and the energy has been really strong. I have to say, I'm already in a bad mood. My fish died today, and I don't want to talk about it too long because I'll cry. But my fish, Milo, I've had him for like 2 years. And I got him back when I was dating my divine male. And he joked around that when we moved into our own place together, that he wanted to get a fish named Milo. And everybody knows Milo's a dog's name. So I decided to get a fish and I named it Milo. And Milo kept me company the first year that he and I were off and on. And, during the year and a half that I waited for him, because he had a situationship. And I focused on my career and waited that entire time for him. And Milo was like that, my motivation that, my DM, daddy is coming home, daddy's coming home. So I really am hurt, but Milo jumped out of his fish bowl today. And it's my fault because I put too much water in the bowl. And my fish is very intelligent. He used to swim up and just like square up every time I came home. And he's like really cool. So Virgo, let's jump into your reading. But yeah, Milo was like one of the few things that I had left from my divine partnership with my divine male. So I'm going to miss him, and he can't really quite be replaced. So I don't know what I'm going to do. And he was a beta fish, so he was in there by himself. And anybody who knows anything about beta fish know that beta fish are loners. You can't put a beta fish in a tank with another fish because it will kill the other fish. So that kind of reminded me of myself because I'm a loner, and Milo was a loner, and my divine masculine was a loner. So, which is crazy that he was a loner, but we found something special between us. So, all right. So, Virgo, your song this month, I was just meditating, and the song that came up for you guys is Brokenhearted by Brandy. Okay. If you don't know that song, I'm sure most of you do. But it says, I'm young, but I'm wise enough to know that you don't fall in love overnight. That's why I thought if I took my time, that everything in love would be right. But as soon as I close my eyes, I was saying to love goodbye. But I guess I'm lonely, broken-hearted. Life's not over. I can start again while I'm lonely, broken-hearted. What is it? It's a hurting thing to get over. Virgo, that's your song for mid-month September. I feel like you guys, even though this is your month, we have the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups coming out. Wouldn't that be beautiful? We'll put it back in. Even though this is your birthday month, I feel like it's been a very difficult month for you. With the Pisces full moon, a lot of you are letting go of people, letting go of situations, and it's not something that you wanted to do. It's something that you felt you had to do. A lot of people, a lot of Virgos, you may have been in third-party situations, or not necessarily third-party, but in situations where you were feeling that you weren't being valued or you weren't being made a priority, and other people, places, and situations were priority over you. And some of you guys were in hidden relationships where your person would not acknowledge you to anybody else that they were with you. They probably lied to other people and said they weren't with you, or that it wasn't like that. They just weren't willing to go all in, is what I'll say. Okay. So Virgo, I think a lot of you guys had to make a decision for yourself to walk away from certain situations that didn't serve you. And in doing so, I think that it broke your heart, but it's kind of like that tough love that you kind of got to give yourself when you know when something's not good for you. Sometimes we go through situations in life, like we could be out here living life and everything is going great, and then we meet someone, or we put ourselves in a situation where our self-esteem starts to be how would you say, not, I won't say tested, but you start to doubt your self-esteem because somebody doesn't value you the way you value you. Okay. And then you start questioning, well, maybe I'm being a little bit too hard, or maybe I'm asking for too much, or maybe I need to just let up and let it go, or maybe I shouldn't have so many requirements. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're right. And it's like you start doubting everything and blaming yourself for everything when really it's not all on you. And another thing that I'm feeling with Virgos as well is that Virgos just really, you guys are a sign, an earth sign, so you don't necessarily show love in the same way that some of the other signs do. You show love by providing, cooking, cleaning, maintaining house. Your person never wants for anything. You give them massages, you do for them. That's how you show love, because it's you don't always have to hear "I love you." It's about actions. Actions are what speak for earth signs. So Virgo, you may have felt that you were putting a lot into something, but there was this kind of fear in the background that maybe this person wasn't putting in 100% with you. And the one thing about earth signs is if we feel that our person is not, if we feel that our person might not really love us the way that we love them, or that our person can walk away from us and not be hurt about it, we will run away first. We will run away first, or we will sabotage that relationship first out of fear. Some of us have fear of abandonment. Okay. Abandonment issues. I know I do. Fear of social acceptance, approval addiction. I know I went through that addiction myself, and I had to adopt the I don't give a fuck attitude and just let people not like what I was going to do or say because I couldn't please everybody. Okay. So now I focus on pleasing my children, and that's it. Like, that's my first priority, and they're my gear for whether or not I'm on the right track. But Virgos, I feel like some of you guys are in the middle of the month and you are feeling brokenhearted. This may be stemming from July, August, coming into September, and probably going to go into October. And so I feel that you're being called to focus on healing, time to yourself, reconnecting with yourself and grounding yourself. Look at this, revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. Okay. Gaining understanding again of who you are. Okay. Because you are Virgo, you are the Nine of Pentacles, you are the Eight of Pentacles, you're the manifestors, you work, you make money, you set goals, you crush them. And you not only do it for yourself, but you also help other people do it as well. That's like one of your claims to fame, is just like, be friends with a Virgo. And if there's something you need to get done, that person, especially in friendship, Virgos are very loyal. They will drop everything to help the people that they truly love and they truly care about. They'll even put their goals in the background, because they're like, okay, well, my friend's goals is going to take 5 months to accomplish. My goals are only going to take 2 months. So I can take some time and go ahead and help her. And then instead of my goals taking 2 months, it'll take me 3 months. I'll make that sacrifice for the person I love. But we are the manifestors, and that is something that we're really good at. And for those people who are the creators, we team up well with the creators. Like my husband was a Gemini. He had a skill set of IT and programming, and he used to do wiring and home theater services and stuff. But he wasn't the kind of person that knew how to run a business or how to get a website going. So I was the creator. I was the manifester and he was the creator. He brought the service to the table and I brought the manifestation of the customers in the business. So we made a great team. Virgos work well like that. Okay. So, some of you guys are just looking for that person that you want to co-create with. I wish I had my other cards out here, because I feel like that I should have my angelic wisdom cards here. But I feel like Virgos, you guys want to co-create. You wanted to build something with someone, but some of you guys are coming to the conclusion that you may have to build it by yourself. And it's not that you can't. It's just that, it's always easier when you have a team of 2 people working together that are on the same page. I built my first $500,000 house by the time I was 28 years old, because my husband and I were on the same page. We both knew what we were doing. We knew what we wanted to accomplish. So we worked well together. And I think a lot of Virgos are looking for that. Some of you guys don't want to be single anymore, or those of you that are in unions don't want to be, you want your partner to carry their load or their fair share, their responsibilities. I don't want to say their load. I want to say their responsibilities in the creation process, so that you both are co-creators in creating the goals and everything that you want. Okay. So I'm going to pull one more card here, and then we're going to go into the read. Okay. Coming into power. So Virgo, this month, at the end, from the mid-month through the end of the month, it says, coming into power, I step into my power boldly and confidently. So some of you guys, I feel like you're renewing yourself. I feel like you are, for those of you who you maybe during the course of dealing with a relationship or situation, it was kind of stressful for you. You may have lost your vibrance for life. You may have lost your fire for, you may have gone from being this like really, really nice person and loyal, and to being this paranoid or having anxiety. And I feel like you're purging all of that out and you're getting back in touch with yourself. And the reason why you were even put into those things wasn't because of the relationship. It was because you had these issues that were below the surface, but you had pushed them down for so long that it took this relationship or this situation with this person and to bring these things up to the surface, because they needed to be addressed and they needed to be healed. Okay. In order for you to reveal your radiance within. So now that you've taken these things from the surface, from the deep within yourself to heal them, you now can reveal your radiance, and now you can truly come into your power. And coming into your power means that nobody can take you out of it. There's no person, place, or situation that can make you feel less than what you are, or make you feel like you make you feel like you aren't, like you're not loved enough or you're not valued enough. There's no person, place, or situation that will make your self-esteem fall, or make you question your self-esteem anymore. Even if you deal with this person, you now know who you are. So therefore, you no longer will be triggered to doubt your self-worth or act in a way that is less than who you truly are. Okay. Because you truly are the pearl. You truly are the light. You truly are the positive force in the world. And so it's very important that you embrace that, and that coming into power, you understand that coming into power doesn't mean demeaning other people or putting other people down because they have less than you or they're not where you're at. It's about your power. Okay. And I feel like some Virgos in the past, you guys were spending more time trying to help somebody else or build somebody else up. Or maybe you were judging somebody because they weren't where you were, and which is what you shouldn't have been doing. And I can even say I'm guilty of that myself. What you should have been doing was focusing on yourself. And when you truly love someone, you love them unconditionally with the understanding that they may not be where you're at. But as long as you guys have that tie, you have that love for each other and that respect for each other, then you can respect that they might be, on Park Place on Monopoly and you might be on Baltic Avenue, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Because we're both on the same board. We're both here to help each other. And if they don't want help, you respect that as well too, and just let them walk their path. It's like almost like two people who are two different polarities, but when it comes time to go to bed at night, they both bring something they both come to bed and they're like they have totally different lifestyles, right? So you can have like a husband who's like a CEO and then a wife who works at the grocery store. But when they come to bed at night, most people are like, well, what do they have in common? He's this and she's that. And they don't realize what they have in common is when they come to bed at night, they're both nurturing and they're both loving to each other. And they're both understanding of each other's shortcomings. She understands that he's not there all the time because he's working a lot. And he understands that she actually enjoys her job at the grocery store because she gets to see people, whereas in the office environment she didn't get to have that. So it's like bringing two polarities together and not really worrying about who they are separately, but knowing what they are, but appreciating what they are when they come together. That's what I'm feeling like you guys are going to be focused on the end of this month. A lot of self-assessment, a lot of relationship assessment, and just healing the heart issues that you have so that you can go into the next relationship with a solid foundation of self-esteem and knowing who you are. Because if you don't love yourself, then you can't love anybody else. And that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned. And we do go back and forth. There will be tests and challenges that come in that will test how much you love yourself. Okay. And then there's times that, it's just beautiful. There are no tests, but there's no relationship on the face of this earth that's not going to have a challenge to it. And so we have to be ready to take on those challenges when they come, standing together with our person. Even if we don't agree on how we're going to take the challenge, we're going to handle the challenge, be ready to stand in it together. So this month has been a very enlightening month for me. There's been like a lot of change in my life that has been like very unexpected and pivotal. Some of it scares the shit out of me. I'm not going to lie. And the other side of it is just, it was ready. There were things that just were ready to be addressed as a Virgo. Okay. So let's take a look at this revealing radiance. Okay. And it says there's a luminosity within you that's expanding. It illuminates others and brings light to the darkness. Your radiance also acts as a sacred beacon that calls the bounty and support of the universe to you. The universe wants you to know, even if you've been feeling lackluster lately, know that there's a vibrant, shimmering light radiating within you. Take time to be still and welcome the light revealing itself to you. Own your radiance, and the rays will expand into the furthest reaches of time and space. When you shine brightly from your heart, the bounty of the universe showers you with blessings. You are the light. I think that we needed to hear that, Virgo. I know I did, because I just came out of a very dark space within the last couple of weeks. I was in a very dark, very nasty, negative space. And I was taking on energy that wasn't truly who I am and what I am. But fear will make you turn into somebody that you really aren't. And that's what I realized. I had to purge fear, because I have to believe that what's meant for me is for me, and whatever isn't. And it just is what it is. And so the fear of loneliness sometimes and the fear of loss can be very, very hard. All right. So coming into power, you have been gathering your inner forces and are coming into your own strength. Assume your power, accept the vibrant truth that all you need is already within you. It is safe to own your deepest inner gifts. The universe wants you to know, if you have given away your authority to someone or something else, now is your chance to reclaim it. Pulling this card indicates that it is time to stand in your own light. If you are holding on to any beliefs that you won't be liked or will be rejected if you step into your potential, let them go. The more you shine in your own radiance, which is funny because we have the revealing radiance here, the more others can see the glow of their own capability. Your strength can heal others and bring light into the hearts of many. It's so funny that they say that your strength can heal people, because sometimes we don't realize that when we heal ourselves, we actually heal the people that are around us. And I also recognize that broken people break people, healing people heal people. So if you're broken, you can't heal another person. You both can't be broken in a relationship. It just can't. It just doesn't work. Somebody's got to be healing, because when you're down, that's where you see like the memes where you have like there's like this one meme with the Black woman, and she says, when he's down, I carry him, and she's like carrying her man on her back. And that's like always been my motto, to have his back. But who has your back when you're down if he's not healed? If he, can he carry you emotionally and mentally when you're not there? Can he calm your mind and let you know everything is okay? I got you. Calm down. There's nothing to be scared of. Can he give you that sense of reassurance that, not having to like kiss your ass or anything, but can he give you that emotional side of himself where he can, kind of just, I had a boyfriend back after high school. And whenever my anxiety would kick in, because I had anxiety really bad, I used to suffer with ulcers all the way from 6th grade all the way through high school, because I stressed about academics and grades and honor roll and all that stuff. And so whenever I would have anxiety, he would just grab my face and he would just say, babe, it's okay. Breathe, calm down. And I would usually go to grab his hand and like snatch it off of me. And he'd be like, no, calm down. It's okay. Okay. I need you to calm down, please. And he would just hold my face and he would just stare at me like in my eyes. And there was something about the fact that he took that minute to do that, that just gave me this like, woo-saw moment. Like, okay, I can trust him. I don't have to be the warrior because I have a warrior. He knew how to calm me down. He knew how to be my peace. And so I think some of you guys are doing that for other people, but are you getting it back or vice versa? Okay, is what I'm kind of hearing. That's what some of you guys are looking for. Somebody that can tame the beast, because, well, yeah, I'm a Leo in Vedic. In Vedic, my sun sign is Leo. So I am no joke when I lose my, when I become anxious and so on and so forth. But let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. Spirit, can you show me what Virgo's dealing with here mid-month? September 15th through the 30th. Show me what's going on with Virgo, okay? Show me how Virgo is feeling. How's Virgo feeling? Excuse my nails. I got to go get my nails done this weekend. Okay, so Virgo, with the 5 of Pentacles, you're feeling left out in the cold, okay? Like I told you with the song Brokenhearted by Brandy, I feel like a lot of people, Virgo, I feel like for some of you guys, even though this is your birthday month, it probably is one of the hardest months that you've had. I feel like maybe from May through now, you've been going through issues as far as your heart. I feel like at some point in time, you may have broken up with someone. You may have left them out in the cold, or, well, honestly, you feel left out in the cold. Okay. The word I just heard is forgotten. You feel forgotten. I'm actually working on my Oracle cards, guys. So I'm hoping to have those printed up over the next week or two. And I can't wait to show you the art on them. The art is actually my DM's art. So it's going to be pretty amazing. Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups flip over. And we had the Knight of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Okay. So Virgo, you could have somebody coming in to give you an offer of commitment, building a home. Okay. This usually when I see the Ace of Cups, this is a brand new person. So you could have a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces coming in, because this is all cups. 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Okay. For those of you that are dating or that are separated from someone, that could be the person's sun, moon, or rising. Okay. But for those of you who are not dating, this could be a brand new person coming in. Okay. Sun, moon, rising, sometimes Venus. All right. How else is Virgo? Please tell me more about how Virgo's feeling. Woo. Okay. Shoot, this is too much. I gotta turn these back over. It's too much. Okay. Hold on. How's Virgo feeling? So Virgo, you're feeling left out in the cold. Here we go. Card fell out. And with the Eight of Swords, you're in your head right now. This is, when I say Eight of Swords, this is someone who's stuck. Okay. They're like mentally and emotionally stuck. And it's like you might be replaying situations that you went through with this person that you're feeling left out in the cold with. And it's like you don't feel like you have any closure. With her feet are on ground, but they're also on the water. So I feel like, Virgo, that there are some days that you're crying or you might be still emotionally hurt. But then there's other days that you're like, you're in your earth sign energy of, I got to stay focused. I got to build. I got to do what I got to do. But the thing about the Eight of Swords is that that's a self-imposed mental prison. So for, you can come out of that anytime you want to. That thought process of feeling like you can't get over this or feeling like you're left out in the cold, you can remove that, that headdress anytime and walk away from this situation and start over. So those of you that are in that Eight of Swords energy, you're choosing right now, or you feel like that you don't know how to heal. You're like, I don't know how to get over this heartbreak. I don't know how to get over feeling, abandoned, because this Five of Pentacles is feeling abandoned. Okay. Whether you put the person out or the person left you, you feel abandoned. Okay. That is what I'm hearing. Abandonment. Okay. Spirit, tell me more about Virgo and how they feel. So we have the Eight of Wands. That's 2 8s. Okay. So Virgo, I feel like you want to communicate with this person, but with the Eight of Swords here, I don't think that you are. Okay. I think that this is like the energy of, I want to communicate. I want to talk to this person. I want to tell them how I feel, or I want to get closure, but I don't feel like you're actually reaching out. Okay. Okay. Flip those back over. I'm trying to just get one. Spirit, can I get one more card for how Virgo's feeling? How Virgo. Okay. 2 cards fell out. Was not going to take 2. Okay. So we have the 9 of Pentacles and we have the Strength card. Okay. So I feel like, Virgo, what you're choosing to do right now while you're going through this emotional, mental anguish with the 9 of Pentacles, that is your card. That is you. Okay. And with the Leo energy here with the Strength card, I feel like you're focusing, you're taking your strength and you're harnessing it, and you're focusing on learning how to accept being alone or being happy and content alone. Like recognizing, okay, well, this person's not here and I feel out in the cold from the situation. I don't have any communication with this person. I want to communicate, but you know what? You're not communicating because, one, with the Eight of Swords here, you might feel like it's going to just end up with an argument. So you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to just close my eyes to the situation and just ignore it. But basically what I'm feeling is that you're focusing on work. That's your biggest thing. You're focusing on work, and it's taking a lot of strength for you to do it, but you're like, I gotta push through. And the one thing about earth signs is when we're going through some kind of hurt and pain, focusing on work or just focusing on trying to find the positive things in our life besides the situation to focus on is what we do. Okay. It's like really what we do. Okay. So we have 2 8s so far. 2 8s speak to you will receive news that affects a relationship. So with the 2 8s here, this and in the 8 of Wands here, you will be receiving some kind of communication. All right. I don't know what kind of communication it's going to be. We'll come back to that. I want to take a look at your person. Spirit, can you tell me how Virgo's person is feeling? One thing I'm feeling right now from Virgo's person is that Virgo's person feels hurt. I think that you're both feeling hurt. Okay. I feel like you're both feeling hurt. Spirit, tell me how's Virgo's person feeling? Sheesh. We're not taking all of those. Oh, yeah, guys, my cover is in the dryer, so excuse my table because this is like the one that everybody drinks on without coasters, so I got like water bubbles and shit. Okay. So, how's Virgo's person feeling? How's Virgo's there we go. 2 cups came out. 9 of cups, okay, and the Chariot card, all right? So I feel like Virgo right now, it's so ironic. You guys are mirroring each other. You guys are mirroring each other because you're in the 9 of Pentacles and they're in the 9 of Cups, right? And it's like, look at this. You're the woman is in the 9 of Pentacles and then the man is in the 9 of Cups, right? You both have red headdresses on. You're both dressed in your best garb. You're both trying to feel the best way that you can feel. Virgo, you might be heartbroken, but you're focused on, the blessings and the other things that you have around you, like your financial stability. You're thankful for that. You might have a broken heart, but you're like, at least I have a roof over my head, so I need to be thankful for that. And then your person is in this energy with the 9 of Cups. I feel like they're focused on emotional and mental stability and fulfillment. Okay, so they might be balancing themselves out, but with the 9 of Cups, that usually comes across as like wish fulfillment. So it looks like this person is balancing themselves, and they're making movement. Okay, they're making movement. Progress is what I'm hearing. Progress. Okay. I feel like this person is they're just like you. You're focused on, being single and being thankful for what you have. And I feel like this person is doing the same thing. They're focused on themselves. Okay. Focused on themselves. They may be single right now as well. Now let's take a look. 2 9s is one of you needs to spend time alone. So it looks, I'm going to be honest with you. This looks like both of you guys, Virgo, are alone. Okay. With the Chariot card here, it looks like that your person may have been moving on from a situation or moving out from a situation. Let's just clarify this some more. Spirit, tell me how's Virgo's person feeling? The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the energy of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and that's the energy of somebody that's really making changes in their life. So what I feel like with the Knight of Swords is that your person is single right now. They're focused on their own well-being, on their own mental state, and balancing themselves out. And then with the Knight of Swords, they're focused on making some true changes within their life, okay? It looks like I said, with the Chariot card, it looks like they've moved on, or they've moved towards trying to make some like real changes in their life. With the 7 of Wands, it looks like they have boundaries up, okay? So this might be one of the reasons why you're not hearing from this person, because they have their boundaries up and they're protecting themselves, all right? I feel like they kind of, you guys are in the same energy. This is literally like a twin flame kind of like twin ray kind of reading, soulmate, like divine, like truly divine, not just regular soulmate reading, because you guys are mirroring each other on so many levels. It's like sick. All right. But I feel like you're guarded. Your person is guarded. You're guarded in the fact that you're stuck in your emotions and you're just like really sad and you're just like kind of down. Your person is guarded because I feel like your person has gone through a lot of work to balance themselves out. And with them doing the work to balance themselves out and get themselves feeling good about themselves or on the track to do that, I feel like with the 7 of Wands, they're guarding themselves from somebody. Now, they could be guarding themselves from, I have a Cancer and a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. Let me just clarify that 7 of Wands. What are they guarding themselves from? They could be guarding themselves from you for right now. I mean, I'm not going to I'm not going to sit here and make any excuses, but Virgos, we do have, our tongues are like venom, so we're not exactly the nicest people. And if you're in the energy of the 8 of Swords and you're like really sad, you might not be very open to somebody talking to you. So your guard is up. This person's guard is up. It looks like both of you guys are in the same energy, like I said. Okay. Spirit, give me clarity on the 7 of Wands, please. We have the 6 of Wands. Okay. So this tells me that your person, let me clarify this Chariot. What is this? Hold on. They're having victory in standing there. The Seven of Wands is about guarding yourself, standing your ground, standing your beliefs, saying, this is what I want, this is what I believe, and this is what I'm doing, and I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. Okay, so in the Seven of Wands, this guy's got like a whole bunch of other people that are standing there telling him, oh, that's not right, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that, and he's just like, back the hell up, I'm going to do what I want to do. Mind your damn business. Okay, back the hell up off of me. All right, I'm not, this is your person seems like they're very defensive, like I said right now, but in doing so, they're victorious. Okay, so when you have the Six of Wands, that's wish fulfillment, that's victory. Okay, so it looks like they had to go through some balancing of their emotions in order to be able to stand their ground. Okay, to get this victory in order to move forward, to be in this stable mental state that they're in, or stable emotional state that they're in. Okay, but the Chariot card, let's take a look at where they moved from. What spirit? Can we clear the Chariot card for Virgo's person? No. Okay, let me pick that up. Come back. All right, let's clarify the Chariot for Virgo's person. Where were they moving on from? What were they balancing? Okay, so we have the Devil card. This is Capricorn energy, right? And this could be a third-party situation. However, it usually this speaks to, when I see the Devil, it speaks to addictions, okay? So Virgo, your person could have been battling addictions, or it could be also be mindsets, okay? The Devil for me comes out a lot of times when I meet people that are like, oh, I have to be with my baby's dad. I have to be with my baby's mom. I can't be with anybody else. Or, I can't leave my marriage. I got to stay in it. I can't get divorced. It doesn't matter how bad it gets. I have to stay. Those could also be Devil mindsets because we're not open to letting go of patterns that don't serve us, and also repeating the same patterns, the same negative patterns that we may have seen our parents do. We're just like, oh, well, my dad stayed with my mom, even though she was drinking, and my mom stayed with my dad, even though he beat the shit out of her. So like, this is what we do. So with the Devil card here, I feel like your person is moving on from toxicity, addictions, different from mindsets that have not served them. Okay. What I hear Spirit saying is that they're elevating to a higher level of consciousness and understanding, which is evident in the Chariot card because there's a star on this guy's forehead, which speaks to the ancestors and the higher knowledge that this person is tapping into spiritually, not just physically. Okay. So Spirit, can you show me what are Virgo's intentions towards their person? Give me a card for Virgo's intentions. What is Virgo's intentions towards their person? I'm hearing, Virgo, you don't know what to do in reference to your person. You're really confused. You don't know what to do. You feel lost. You feel, oh, well, here we go. Okay, so, all right. So we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Three of Swords, and we have the Fool card. So what I'm hearing here, Virgo, is that you want to heal your heart from this pain that you've gone through, this betrayal that you feel was done to you. You want to heal from this situation, but you are in extreme torment right now, okay? And sometimes when we have the Nine of Swords, this can speak of being like so depressed that you might have to go see a therapist or go talk to somebody, because you just can't shake what happened, the heartbreak that came out of this separation of this union. Okay. It could have been a third party situation. And I do feel like with the Devil card there and the Three of Swords, that we are talking about possibly three people that were in a situation, or possibly it could have been sometimes when you have a third party situation, it doesn't have to be another person. It could be somebody's ego. It could be somebody's pride, I'm not going to beg for you to be with me. I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to ask you to be with, I'm not going to do that shit. It's so funny because I was driving in a car the other day, and when I was driving back from New York, and my son and I heard the Temptations. I think it's the Temptations. I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg you, please, for your sympathy, I don't mind 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg. Sweet darling, please don't leave me, girl. And you know, it's so funny. I had to think back to my parents because I remember when I was younger and my dad would do shit. And my dad, you know, there were times they would argue and my dad would try to, like, you know, his narcissistic ways would try to defend his bullshit, you know. But then there were other times that my dad would literally beg my mom. He would be like, look, I love you. Let's put this back together. Let's work on this. Like, you know, we can, you know, we're good together. Granted, my parents got married and divorced 2 times. I really don't think that they would have did a third time. They'd have been stupid, because once you recognize that something isn't healthy and toxic, to keep on doing over again is just ridiculous, you know? I don't feel like, Virgo, you and your person were toxic, but I do feel that there was toxicity on your person's end, whether it was addictions or another person that they were dealing with. But there is extreme heartache here. And with the Fool card here, I feel like, Virgo, if you're able to heal your broken heart, which your intention is, you would like to take a leap of faith with this person. You'd like to start something new with them, you know, go all in. However, the Fool card is like, you know, that thought of, well, if he comes back, I'll just take him back and we'll just do this again. And I don't feel like that's the best thing to do. I feel like, you know, that anytime you bring something back after there's been extreme torment and heartache and, you know, depression and certain things that you've been going through, and you've worked on coming into your power, jumping off this cliff is not the best thing to do. There's nothing wrong with taking a leap of faith, but you need to take a little bit more of a calculated leap of faith. And maybe you and this person need to talk a little bit more about how you're going to take this leap of faith so that you can kind of do it in a way that would be beneficial for both you guys. I think that this is a repeated situation that keeps on coming around, and that some of you guys, I think your person is really ready for change. They don't want to keep on doing this. And I feel like that you can't handle going back into this pain as well. Okay. So I feel like you're being called to, now we got 3 9s on the board, which is crazy. But you're being called to, like, take this leap of faith, but be calculated about it. Okay. So 3 9s talks about an important relationship lesson is being successfully learned. Okay. Now, what is Virgo's person's intentions? What do they want to do? What is their intentions towards Virgo? So Virgo, you do still care about your person. You still love your person, but you're still heartbroken. But you were hoping to recover from this and release this and take a third-party situation down to 2 people and recover. Okay, how does Virgo's person feel about Virgo? Well, there we go. All right, so I'm going to turn this back over. We have the 5 of Swords. Like I said, Virgo, your person is on their guard with you, okay? So I think that they're very defensive with you right now. I don't think that, when I see the 5 of Swords, and I shouldn't laugh, but the 5 of Swords to me is like, I really don't have time for your BS. Okay. So it's like, they're like, basically they're like, Virgo, look, these swords are communication, right? That's what air signs are known for, right? So with the swords, your person is basically saying, like, okay, we can talk, but if you say some slick shit or you say some smart shit, I'm going to take that sword out of your mouth and I'm going to send your ass walking, because I'm not about to argue. I don't think they want to argue anymore. I'm feeling like they don't want to argue. So they're like, which is crazy, because that's what I'm feeling. Like, they're very defensive and they don't want to argue anymore. And if you come at them the wrong way, they're gonna shut that shit down. Okay. And you know, I hate to say this, but this is I hate to say this, but okay. So I have an ex that whenever I would argue with him, he would come back like really hard, and we both would go at it. But the crazy thing about it is, he was so, I knew he loved me. So when he would just say, shut the hell up and listen, because you don't listen to me. All you do is talk and you don't fucking listen to me. And I would just get so offended. But in that moment that he would say that, it made me want to be, I just would be looking at him like, oh my God, this is why I love him. Like, he takes charge. Like there's not many men in my life that have known how to take charge. So when it comes to the men in my life, to have one that will just say, shut up and listen, woman. Like, I'm the man. Don't forget this. You're the woman. I'm the man. And I'm traditional. I'm old school. So I do like men that are men. Okay. And I like a man to be in charge. And not that I like to be controlled or anything, but I do like a man at certain times to be like, sit your ass down. We're going to talk about this. And I guess it's more like a parenting kind of thing, but it kind of isn't. It's just I'm so used to doing whatever I want to do that when I meet a person that's able to check me like my divine male is, it kind of makes me feel like, okay, I respect him because he's not scared to speak up to me. You know, if he's scared to speak up to me, then I look at him as a wimp and weak. And that's how I looked at my ex-husband. So that didn't end very well now, did it? So, because he's an ex. So with the Five of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups, okay? Ace of Cups. And what else do we have? Please tell me, what is Virgo's person's intentions towards them? No? Okay. What is Virgo's person's intentions towards them? Okay. This is so funny because the Six of Cups flipped over right there. All right. The Six of Cups is my life partner card. All right. I'm going to put it back in, but it is my life partner card. So that's the one that tells me you guys have been together in several different lifetimes. Okay. This is not your first time being together, but it also tells me that there's a deep friendship here. So this person might be able to come to you that way because it's like they're the only person that can talk to you like that, and your ass will sit down and shut up because you're like, okay. All right. So hold on. Let's see. Tell me, what are Virgo's person's intentions? Oh, gosh. Come on. I just want one card to fly out. Let me turn these over. Shit. What are Virgo's person's intentions? Okay. We got 3 cards here. I'm going to take them because I don't want to keep shuffling. Okay. This is good. This isn't bad. Okay. So with the Moon card here in the Hermit card, right? It looks like there are some things that your person is going to reveal to you because the Hermit card is you, Virgo. You're in your shell, right? So the Moon card, there's things that you don't know, all right? And your person is going to reveal, they want to reveal these things to you, all right? But here goes the thing. With the Five of Swords and the Ace of Cups, your person is coming in basically like, look, I want to talk to you. I want a brand new start with you. No, it's not just sex, because if it was just sex, they'd have the Ace of Wands here, right? Or I'd have the Knight of Wands instead of the Knight of Swords, right? So I have your person coming in saying, look, I want to talk to you, but look, if you're going to get smart, you're going to be slick. I'm going to shut that shit down right quick. Sit your ass down and you fucking listen. That's what we're going to do. All right. And with the Ace of Cups here, I want a new start. I love you. I want a new start. Which you don't know. There's things that you don't know. Okay. With the Moon card and the Hermit card, there are things that you don't know that I'm going to reveal to you. Okay. But I've been by myself. Your person's going to let you know they've been by themselves. Okay. Now, with the 10 of Cups and the 3 of Wands, this is the energy of I want to build my future with you. Okay. I want us to build a future. I want to expand with you. I want something with you. Okay. I love you and I want this fresh start with you. I want to do this fresh start with you. However, I'm not willing to deal with your mouth. Okay. So when your mouth is out of control, I'm going to shut that shit down. But I feel like with the Ace of Cups, they're like, I'm only doing it out of love, which isn't always a bad thing. I mean, you know, I don't know if you're anything like me. This is just how I am. I rather a man that just kind of tells me, woman, sit down, shut up and listen. I think that I find it very attractive. That's just me. Okay. So let's pull a Lover's Oracle card on this, and then I'm going to shut this down. Okay. Spirit, give me a card for Virgo and their person. I'm going to give 2 cards. Okay. I should have kept that, but I wanted one that was going to fall out. So let's, okay. And 2 cards fell out on the floor. So we're going to take both of these cards. All right. Can you pick them up because of my nails? Okay. We're going to take both of these. The first card is time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. Okay. So Virgo, you need to give your person some time, and you need some time as well, because you guys are going through this healing period right now. Between now and the end of the month, I believe that there will be some communication between you guys. But right now, you need to give it time, because maybe you're trying too hard to like overanalyze everything. Virgos we're known for that. We overanalyze shit all the time. Hey, Liberty Bowie. We analyze stuff all the time. Okay. So they're saying chill out, give it time, okay? And the other card we have is imagine all unwanted things dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So basically what they're saying is everything that you've been through, everything that you've gone through, it can be absorbed. Like in this coming to power, imagine all things, all thoughts dissolving into light. So this is like releasing all this pain, all this thinking that you're doing, all this over analyzing, all these thoughts, okay? Dissolving it into this light. All right. And creating room for new opportunities and possibilities, which is letting go of the past. All right. So I think that this is a good reading for Virgos, considering what you've been going through. Okay. But like I said, Virgos, your mouths are venomous. Okay. So I would be careful how you speak to this person when they come back, because I have that feeling that they're not going to tolerate any shit. Now, if you're anything like me, you'll probably push the envelope because you like when they grab you and they throw you over their shoulders and take you to the bedroom. But not everything can be a movie, okay? So, 50 Shades. Everything can be 50 Shades. So, all right, guys, that's what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you very much. I love you. All right. Bye.